Have you ever faced rejection so painful it felt like a door slammed shut in your face? What if I told you that rejection isn't a dead end, but a hidden doorway, an opportunity for growth, self-mastery, and personal transformation? Today, we explore the profound concept of rejection psychology, inspired by the timeless wisdom of the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius. The truth is, rejection is unavoidable. Yet how you respond to it defines your character. Most people allow rejection to trigger self-doubt and emotional turmoil. But the Stoics teach us a better way, a way to rise above, using each setback as fuel for resilience and wisdom. In this video, you'll discover 13 powerful lessons on how to turn rejection into strength, control your emotional responses, and reclaim your inner power. These lessons aren't just abstract ideas. They're practical strategies you can apply in your daily life, whether facing personal rejection, career setbacks, or social challenges. Here's what you'll learn: how to stay calm and composed under emotional pressure, the power of silence as a tool for self-respect, why proving your value comes through action, not words, how emotional detachment fosters true self-confidence. By mastering these insights, you'll not only transform your relationship with rejection, but also build unshakable self-respect, just as the Stoics intended. So if you're ready to turn rejection into your greatest advantage, stay with me. And if this message resonates, help spread this wisdom. Like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Together, let's cultivate a mindset of strength, clarity, and emotional mastery. Now, let's begin. Number 1. Master emotional control. The key to conquering rejection. Psychology. Rejection often feels like a personal attack. It stings. It triggers frustration, sadness, and self-doubt. But what if you could master your emotional responses, turning rejection into a moment of clarity instead of chaos? The ancient Stoics believed that true power lies not in controlling external events, but in mastering how we respond to them. Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This profound insight reveals the core of rejection psychology. Rejection itself doesn't define you. Your emotional reaction to it does. The Stoic principle of emotional mastery. At the heart of Stoicism is the belief that emotions, while natural, should never control our actions. When rejection hits, the initial wave of hurt is understandable, but emotional control means resisting the impulse to react out of anger, self-pity, or desperation. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By mastering emotional control, you reclaim your personal power. You stop being a victim of circumstances and become a master of your own inner world. The hidden cost of emotional outbursts. Reacting impulsively to rejection often leads to damaged relationships. Emotional outbursts can strain or even sever valuable connections. Weakened self-perception. Losing composure reinforces feelings of insecurity and helplessness. Missed opportunities. Emotional reactions cloud judgment, preventing clear decision-making. Imagine a job interview where you receive a rejection email. Responding emotionally, venting frustration, or seeking validation doesn't change the outcome. What changes is how you're perceived afterward. Now consider the alternative. Responding with grace, thanking the employer, and asking for constructive feedback leaves a lasting impression of maturity and professionalism. The Stoic practice of emotional mastery. To master rejection psychology, the Stoics practiced apatheia, a state of calm, rational detachment. This doesn't mean suppressing feelings. It means acknowledging emotions without being controlled by them. Here's how you can apply this principle in everyday life. 1. Pause before reacting. When rejection stings, resist the urge to respond immediately. Take a deep breath. Create space between the event and your reaction. 2. Reflect on the root cause. Ask yourself, why does this rejection hurt? Often it's not the rejection itself, but the fear of inadequacy it triggers. Challenge those thoughts with reason. Is my self-worth truly tied to this one event? 3. Detach from external validation. Understand that rejection is often situational, not personal. Your value isn't diminished because someone failed to recognize it. 4. Control your narrative. Choose how you want to be remembered after facing rejection. Will you let it break your composure or become a testament to your strength? A personal story of emotional mastery. Years ago, I faced a professional rejection that hit harder than expected. I had prepared extensively for an opportunity I deeply cared about, only to be met with a polite but firm no. At first, the sting of disappointment threatened to overwhelm me, but instead of reacting emotionally, I remembered the teachings of Marcus Aurelius. I paused, reflected, then responded with gratitude, thanking the panel for their time and asking for feedback to improve. Their response surprised me. Not only did they offer constructive insights, but I was also invited to reapply the following year, where I succeeded. That moment taught me the power of emotional control in the face of rejection. The benefits of mastering emotional control. When you learn to control your emotional reactions, you unlock profound personal benefits. Clarity in decision-making. Clear thinking replaces emotional fog. Stronger relationships. You avoid saying things you'll regret. Unshakable confidence. Your self-worth no longer depends on external approval. Practical steps to strengthen emotional control today. Practice the pause. Create a habit of pausing before responding to emotional triggers. Journaling. Reflect on past rejections and how you handled them. Identify patterns. Daily reflection. Ask yourself, what emotional reactions can I improve tomorrow? Stoic visualization. Mentally rehearse challenging situations. Prepare yourself to respond with calmness. A final thought from Seneca. If you wish to be loved, love yourself first. Mastering your emotions during rejection isn't just about personal growth. It's about living with dignity, self-respect, and wisdom. So the next time rejection strikes, remember, you are in control. Let calmness be your strength. If this message resonates, hit the like button, subscribe for more Stoic insights, and share your thoughts below. Let's build a community of wisdom together. Stay strong, stay stoic. Number 2, build self-worth. The foundation of rejection psychology. Rejection can often feel like a direct attack on your self-worth. It challenges your confidence, making you question your value and significance. But true self-worth, as the Stoics teach, isn't determined by external opinions. It's rooted in how you perceive yourself, independent of praise or rejection. The Stoic view on self-worth. The ancient Stoics believed that self-respect and personal value must come from within, not from the validation of others. Epictetus once said, "How long will you wait before you demand the best for yourself?" This profound teaching reminds us that we must stop seeking approval from the outside world. Rejection doesn't diminish your worth, it simply reveals who fails to recognize it. When you place your self-worth in external hands, you give away your power, but by anchoring it internally, you become unshakable. Why external validation is a trap. In the context of rejection psychology, relying on others for validation creates a fragile sense of self. When praised, you feel valuable. When rejected, you feel unworthy. This emotional roller coaster leaves your happiness dependent on the unpredictable reactions of others. The Stoics warned against this. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." True strength lies in detaching your self-worth from outcomes you can't control, the hidden power of ignoring rejection. When someone overlooks or rejects you, it's easy to feel invisible, but reframing this experience can be life-changing. Imagine being ignored at a social event. The typical reaction is self-doubt, wondering what you did wrong. But in reality, their behavior reflects them, not you. By choosing not to engage emotionally, you send a powerful message. My value does not depend on your approval. This isn't about passive indifference, but active self-respect. A personal story of reclaiming self-worth. Years ago, I was overlooked for a leadership opportunity I had worked tirelessly toward. The rejection felt personal, like my efforts meant nothing. But instead of spiraling into self-doubt, I reflected on Stoic wisdom. I reminded myself, my value isn't determined by this outcome, it's measured by my character and actions. I continued to focus on personal growth, honing my skills, contributing to the team, and staying true to my principles. Months later, when another leadership position opened, I was not only offered the role but was respected for my resilience and consistency. This experience taught me a critical lesson. True self-worth isn't earned through recognition. It's revealed through how you respond to rejection. How to build unshakable self-worth using Stoic principles. To break free from the cycle of seeking external approval, apply these timeless Stoic practices. 1. Practice internal validation, or reflect daily on your values and accomplishments, not on external praise. Ask yourself, did I act with integrity today? Did I stay true to my principles? 2. Detach from opinions. Remember, you can't control how others perceive you. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, other people's opinions are not your concern. 3. Focus on personal excellence. Shift your focus from being liked to being excellent. Invest in self-improvement for your own growth, not to gain validation. 4. Silence the need for approval. Avoid explaining yourself to win back those who reject you. Let your actions speak louder than your words. 5. Set clear boundaries. Stop over-explaining or justifying your worth. Trust in your value without seeking permission to feel confident. The benefits of building self-worth through Stoicism. By mastering rejection psychology and anchoring your self-worth internally, you'll experience unshakable confidence. Your value becomes immune to opinions and external praise. Greater emotional stability. Rejection no longer disrupts your sense of peace. Deeper self-respect. You act with integrity, even when unnoticed. A final reflection from Seneca. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. Rejection is not a reflection of your worth, it's a test of your resilience. Hold yourself to your highest standard. Stop seeking approval. Let your actions speak for themselves. If this message resonates, like this video, subscribe for more Stoic insights, and share how you're reclaiming your self-worth in the comments below. Together, let's grow stronger, one principle at a time. Stay strong. Stay Stoic. Number 3. Emotional detachment. Mastering rejection psychology with Stoic wisdom. Rejection often stings because it feels deeply personal. It shakes our emotions, leaving us questioning our value. But what if you could rise above emotional pain, seeing rejection not as a personal wound but as a test of resilience? The Stoics taught us the power of emotional detachment, not as a way to suppress feelings, but as a tool for wisdom, clarity, and personal growth. By mastering this principle, you can transform rejection into an opportunity for strength and self-discovery. The Stoic philosophy of emotional detachment. At the core of rejection psychology, the Stoics believed that emotions should be acknowledged, but never allowed to control us. Epictetus reminds us, it's not things that upset us, but our judgment about things. Emotional detachment is not cold indifference. It is the ability to experience difficult situations like rejection without being consumed by them. Marcus Aurelius expanded on this further. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When someone rejects you, it's not the event itself causing pain, but how your mind interprets it. Emotional detachment helps shift that interpretation, empowering you to respond with calmness and dignity. The hidden dangers of emotional attachment. When we become emotionally attached to external validation, rejection hits harder because it feels like a reflection of our worth. Loss of control. Emotions cloud judgment, leading to impulsive reactions. Self-doubt. Rejection can fuel negative self-talk, making you question your abilities. Emotional vulnerability. Dependence on others' approval weakens your inner stability. Consider a time when someone ignored your efforts or dismissed your ideas. Emotional attachment would make you feel unworthy. But emotional detachment helps you recognize that their opinion is not a measurement of your true value. A personal story of practicing emotional detachment. I once applied for a collaboration project I deeply cared about. After weeks of preparation, I was met with silence. No feedback, no explanation, just rejection. At first, I felt disappointment rise, but instead of dwelling on it, I turned to Stoic principles. I asked myself, was my effort any less valuable because it wasn't recognized? The answer was clear. No. I chose to detach from the outcome and focus on what I could control, refining my skills and seeking new opportunities. Months later, that same organization reached out after seeing my consistent work elsewhere. The rejection was never personal, it was simply timing. This experience reinforced that emotional detachment doesn't mean ignoring feelings, but mastering how you respond to them. How to apply emotional detachment in daily life. Here's how you can practice emotional detachment using Stoic wisdom. 1. Pause and reflect. When rejection stings, resist the urge to react immediately. Breathe. Ask yourself, is this rejection truly defining my worth? 2. Separate emotion from reality. Rejection often triggers emotional stories in our minds. Detach from assumptions like "I wasn't good enough" and focus on facts. 3. Focus on what you can control. Shift your energy towards self-improvement, not external approval. Seneca taught, "You are your best source of strength. Rely on yourself." 4. Reframe rejection as feedback. View rejection as a teacher, not a verdict. Ask, "What can I learn from this experience?" 5. Cultivate inner peace. Journal daily to reflect on moments when you handled rejection well. Remind yourself that growth happens when you let go of needing validation. The profound benefits of emotional detachment. By mastering rejection psychology through emotional detachment, you gain unshakable self-respect. Your value no longer depends on external recognition. Clearer decision-making. Emotional clarity allows for better life choices. Stronger personal integrity. You stay true to your principles regardless of how others respond. Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius. Be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. It stands unmoved, and the raging of the sea falls still around it. A final thought. Your strength lies within. Emotional detachment isn't about becoming numb to life's experiences. It's about reclaiming your power, so rejection no longer defines you. It's about standing firm in your worth, grounded in inner strength and self-respect. If this message resonates, take a moment to reflect. Next time you face rejection, remember, you are more than the opinions of others. Your worth is determined by your character, your actions, and your resilience. If you found value in these insights, hit the like button, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom, and share your thoughts below. Let's grow stronger together, one principle at a time. Stay strong, stay Stoic. Number 4. Prove your value through actions. The Stoic way to master rejection psychology. Rejection often ignites a powerful desire to explain ourselves, to seek validation or prove our worth through words. But the Stoics teach us a different approach. True self-worth is demonstrated not through explanations, but through quiet, consistent action. When facing rejection, the most powerful response is not to argue, but to rise above, letting your results speak louder than words. The Stoic principle, show don't tell. The foundation of rejection psychology and Stoicism is the belief that words alone hold little weight without action to support them. Epictetus reminds us, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Proving your value is not about convincing others, but about aligning your actions with your principles, day after day, regardless of how you're perceived. Marcus Aurelius reinforces this with clarity. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one. Rejection is often an opportunity in disguise. It challenges you to elevate your actions instead of defending yourself through words. Why seeking validation weakens your power. When rejection hits, the instinct to explain yourself is natural, but it often diminishes your strength. Words can be misinterpreted. Emotional explanations can appear defensive or insecure. Seeking approval weakens confidence. When you chase validation, you give others control over your self-worth. True character requires no justification. Integrity shines through actions, not words. Consider someone rejected for a promotion. A reactive response would be pleading for reconsideration. A Stoic response would be to quietly excel, mastering skills, delivering results, and allowing their work to make the statement. A personal story of proving value in silence. Years ago, I faced a professional rejection that struck hard. I was overlooked for a leadership role I had worked tirelessly toward. The temptation to explain why I deserved the position was strong, but I remembered the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius. Do not waste energy on what you cannot control. Instead, I refocused on what was within my control, my performance, discipline, and attitude. I committed to improving my skills further, leading projects with excellence, and mentoring my peers. Months later, not only was I offered a leadership role, but my work had quietly inspired those around me. The rejection was no longer relevant. My actions had already reshaped the narrative. This experience solidified a powerful truth. Your value isn't proven in defense, but in demonstration. How to prove your value through actions using Stoic principles. To embody this principle in your life, follow these practical Stoic strategies. 1. Silence the need for validation. When rejected, resist the urge to explain yourself immediately. Trust that your actions will reveal the truth more effectively than words. 2. Focus on self-improvement. Identify areas where you can grow and refine your skills. Use rejection as feedback, not failure. 3. Deliver consistent results. Excellence is built through quiet consistency. Focus on mastering your craft, not seeking approval for every achievement. 4. Let results speak for themselves. Avoid announcing your progress prematurely. When the results are undeniable, others will take notice. 5. Detach from external recognition. Stay grounded in your values, regardless of external praise or rejection. As Seneca taught, a wise man is content with his own approval. The benefits of proving your value through actions. By applying rejection psychology with Stoic wisdom, you gain deeper self-respect. Your worth is defined by your actions, not opinions. Unshakable confidence. You no longer seek approval to feel validated. Greater influence. People respect consistent results over explanations. Imagine the quiet strength of someone who, despite being overlooked, continues to excel, lead, and inspire without needing to defend themselves. That is the essence of Stoic mastery. A final thought from Marcus Aurelius. Let your actions define you, not your words. Rejection is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of a new chapter, one where you rise above explanations and let your results speak louder than any words ever could. The next time you face rejection, remember, you don't need to prove your worth. You only need to live it. If you found value in these teachings, hit the like button, subscribe for more Stoic insights, and share how you've applied this wisdom in your life. Let's continue growing stronger, one principle at a time. Stay strong, stay Stoic. Number 5, set boundaries. A core principle in rejection psychology. Setting boundaries is not an act of coldness, it's an assertion of self-respect. When rejection stings, it often tempts us to overextend, to seek approval, explain ourselves, or chase validation. Yet the Stoics remind us that true strength lies in maintaining emotional distance and protecting our inner peace. Boundaries, when rooted in wisdom, safeguard both your dignity and your emotional clarity. The Stoic foundation for boundaries. The Stoics believed that our emotional state should never be controlled by the actions or opinions of others. Boundaries, therefore, are not about punishing others. They are about maintaining your personal integrity. Epictetus taught, if you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. This wisdom reminds us that setting boundaries means being comfortable with misunderstanding. You do not need to explain or justify your value to everyone. Marcus Aurelius echoed this principle. Be content to act in accordance with your own nature, and do not allow others to distract you from what truly matters. Boundaries serve as a shield, protecting your energy from unnecessary conflicts and emotional entanglements. Why weak boundaries make rejection worse. Failing to set healthy boundaries in the face of rejection often leads to emotional exhaustion. Seeking constant validation drains your mental energy. Loss of self-respect. Over-explaining or pleading for acceptance weakens your sense of self-worth. Inconsistent identity. Allowing others to dictate how you feel can make you lose sight of your true values. Imagine being excluded from a group or overlooked for a promotion. If you chase approval, it gives the other party control over your emotions. However, a Stoic response would involve setting boundaries, acknowledging the rejection without seeking to explain or justify your worth. A personal story of setting boundaries with strength. Years ago, I found myself in a professional setting where my ideas were consistently dismissed. Each time I felt compelled to explain my reasoning, seeking approval to feel valued. But the cycle only continued. My words seemed ineffective. Inspired by Marcus Aurelius' teachings, I decided to shift my approach. Instead of seeking validation, I set a firm boundary. I focused on refining my work quietly and allowed my results to speak. I no longer felt the need to defend every decision, only to act with clarity and purpose. Over time, this silent strength not only earned respect but also transformed the way I viewed myself. My value was no longer tied to others' recognition. The lesson was clear. Setting boundaries protects your inner peace while amplifying your strength. How to apply boundaries using Stoic wisdom. Mastering rejection psychology involves setting clear, healthy boundaries. Here's how. 1. Identify your core values. Reflect on what truly matters to you. Clarify where you need emotional space, whether in relationships, work, or personal growth. 2. Respond with calmness, not emotion. Or if rejected, resist the urge to seek explanations or demand closure. Or practice emotional detachment while staying composed and respectful. 3. Communicate boundaries. Clearly, boundaries must be understood to be respected. Example, I value open communication, but I won't engage in discussions that undermine my self-worth. 4. Detach from approval. Seeking or understand that you can't control others' opinions, only your response. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, be indifferent to what makes no difference. 5. Enforce boundaries with actions, not words. Boundaries are demonstrated, not just declared. If someone continues to disrespect your space, distance yourself gracefully. The benefits of setting boundaries in rejection psychology. By establishing firm boundaries, you will experience greater emotional stability. Your sense of self won't be shaken by rejection. Increased self-respect. Maintaining boundaries reinforces personal dignity. Stronger relationships. People respect those who respect themselves. Clarity and focus. Emotional noise no longer distracts you from personal growth. A final reflection from Seneca. Associate only with those who will make you a better person. Welcome those whom you can improve. The process is mutual, for men learn while they teach. Boundaries aren't walls, they are filters that protect your peace while allowing genuine connections to flourish. Remember, rejection does not diminish your worth. It simply reveals where your energy is best invested. So the next time you face rejection, set your boundaries with quiet strength. Let your actions, not your words, speak for your value. If this message resonates, show your support, like this video, subscribe for more Stoic insights, and share your thoughts in the comments. Together, we can cultivate wisdom and resilience. Stay strong, stay Stoic. Number 6. Channel pain into growth. The Stoic path to mastering rejection psychology. Pain is inevitable. Rejection is painful. But what if I told you that pain could be your greatest teacher? The Stoics believed that pain and discomfort, when embraced with wisdom, could be transformed into personal growth and inner strength. Rejection psychology isn't about avoiding pain, it's about harnessing it as fuel for self-improvement. The Stoic principle, pain as a catalyst for growth. In Stoic philosophy, pain is never seen as pointless. It is a tool, an opportunity to strengthen character and develop resilience. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The discomfort of rejection can be a powerful force if you shift your perspective. It reveals areas for growth, tests emotional mastery, and strengthens your ability to face future challenges with grace. Seneca echoed this wisdom. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. The pain of rejection isn't meant to break you, it's meant to refine you. And why pain feels overwhelming in rejection. Psychology. Rejection stings not just because of the event itself, but because of the stories we tell ourselves about it. We personalize the pain. Feeling rejected often leads to self-blame. We magnify the event. One rejection can feel like a reflection of our entire worth. We resist discomfort. Pain feels uncomfortable, so we avoid facing it. But avoidance prevents growth. Pain, when processed correctly, can become the spark that drives profound personal transformation. A personal story of transforming pain into strength. I once faced a rejection that felt crushing. A personal project I had poured my heart into was publicly dismissed. At first, I felt the sting deeply, questioning my abilities and value. But then I remembered the words of Epictetus. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. Instead of letting that pain define me, I chose to analyze it. What could I learn? Where could I improve? I doubled down on refining my skills, not to seek approval, but to align with my own standards. Months later, that same project was revived, this time with undeniable impact. The rejection wasn't a failure, it was a lesson. How to channel pain into personal growth using Stoic wisdom. Here's how you can transform rejection pain into strength with Stoic principles. 1. Acknowledge the pain, or don't suppress your feelings. Pain is real, it's part of the human experience. Accept it fully, but without self-judgment. 2. Detach emotionally from the event, or remind yourself, pain is an experience, not a definition of your worth. Or reflect on Marcus Aurelius' wisdom. What stands in the way becomes the way. 3. Shift pain into reflection. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Oh, break the rejection down logically. Was it timing, skill, or simply misalignment? 4. Channel energy into self-improvement, or convert emotional pain into constructive action. Focus on skill development, discipline, and personal growth. 5. Release the need for external validation, or realize that growth is about becoming better, not proving others wrong. Epictetus taught, freedom is the ability to rise above the opinions of others. 6. Use pain as a reminder of your strength. Oh, every challenge you've overcome has made you stronger. This rejection is simply another step on the path to mastery. The personal benefits of transforming pain into growth. By mastering rejection psychology and embracing pain with Stoic wisdom, you will gain unshakable emotional resilience. Pain becomes a tool, not a weakness. Deeper self-knowledge. Reflection helps you understand your values and areas for growth. Increased confidence. Overcoming challenges builds unbreakable self-trust. Stronger personal integrity. You stay true to your principles despite external opinions. A final reflection from Marcus Aurelius. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Rejection will never disappear, but how you respond to it can change everything. You have the power to transform pain into wisdom, to let rejection forge you into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Next time rejection strikes, pause, reflect, grow. Let the pain shape you into the best version of yourself. If this message speaks to you, hit the like button, subscribe for more Stoic teachings, and share your reflections in the comments below. Let's continue growing, one Stoic principle at a time. Stay strong, stay Stoic. Number 7, seek joy and fulfillment. The Stoic approach to rejection psychology. Rejection often leaves a void, an emptiness that tempts us to dwell on what we've lost, rather than embracing the beauty of life. But true fulfillment doesn't come from seeking approval. It arises from within, cultivated through living with purpose, wisdom, and personal growth. The Stoics teach us that joy and inner peace are not dependent on external circumstances, but on how we choose to engage with the world around us. The Stoic foundation of true fulfillment. In Stoic philosophy, lasting joy is not found in fleeting pleasures or validation from others. It's rooted in living virtuously and aligning your actions with your core values. Seneca profoundly stated, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This perspective shifts the focus from what you lack to what you already possess: your principles, your growth, and your capacity to find beauty in the present. Marcus Aurelius echoed this wisdom. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. When rejection strikes, it's easy to fixate on what didn't work out, but a Stoic reframes this experience as a reminder to seek fulfillment from a deeper source, one that rejection can never take away. Why rejection feels like a loss of joy. Rejection stings, not just because of the event itself, but because of the emotional narrative we attach to it. We link joy to external validation. Believing happiness comes from being accepted, we overlook personal agency, forgetting we can choose how we respond. We resist discomfort, avoiding the pain instead of learning from it. But rejection psychology teaches us that true joy isn't found in others' approval. It's cultivated through personal growth and living a life aligned with our principles. A personal story of seeking fulfillment after rejection. Years ago, I experienced a painful rejection from a professional project I had deeply invested in. The initial disappointment was overwhelming. At first, I let that rejection define my mood, questioning my abilities and even my self-worth. But then I turned to the wisdom of Epictetus. It is not things that disturb us, but our view of those things. I realized that my fulfillment wasn't tied to the outcome. It was tied to the effort, the discipline, and the personal growth I had experienced along the way. So instead of dwelling on rejection, I shifted my focus. I found joy in the process, in mastering my skills, learning from the experience, and appreciating the journey itself. Months later, the same project returned with a better opportunity, proof that rejection often redirects us toward greater things when we stay true to our values. How to seek joy and fulfillment using Stoic principles. Here's how you can apply Stoic wisdom to reclaim joy and emotional balance when facing rejection. 1. Focus on what you control. You can't control being rejected, but you can control how you respond. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. 2. Practice gratitude, or reframe rejection as a lesson. Reflect on what you've gained, experience, insight, or clarity. 3. Detach from external praise, or realize that lasting joy isn't found in approval but in self-mastery. Epictetus taught, freedom is the ability to rise above the opinions of others. Engage in meaningful activities, or shift your focus from what was lost to what you can create. Or pursue activities that enrich your spirit, reading, journaling, or helping others. 5. Cultivate presence. True fulfillment comes from being fully engaged in the present moment. Seneca advised, life is long enough if you know how to use it. The personal benefits of seeking joy from within. By mastering rejection psychology and embracing Stoic joy, you will gain emotional freedom. Your happiness will no longer depend on external validation. Develop unshakable resilience. Rejection will feel less like failure and more like growth. Experience genuine fulfillment. Joy will come from living virtuously, not seeking approval. Gomano, a final thought from Marcus Aurelius. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and you have the power to revoke it at any moment. Rejection does not steal your joy unless you let it. True fulfillment is found in the way you live, the values you uphold, and the mindset you choose. No rejection can take that away. So today, seek joy not from validation, but from personal growth. Find fulfillment not in outcomes, but in the journey itself. If this message resonates, share your reflections in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more Stoic teachings. Together, let's build a life of wisdom, strength, and emotional freedom. Stay strong, stay Stoic. Number 8, strengthen your social influence. The Stoic path to mastering rejection psychology. True influence isn't about control or popularity. It's about becoming a person of integrity and wisdom, someone others naturally respect and follow. In the face of rejection, many feel the urge to overcompensate, chasing approval, explaining themselves, or trying to win people back. But the Stoics teach us a deeper truth. Lasting influence is built through character, not persuasion. By embodying strength, wisdom, and emotional mastery, you create influence that speaks louder than words. The Stoic foundation of social influence. In Stoicism, influence isn't about seeking admiration, but aligning your life with virtue so profoundly that your actions inspire others. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one." This teaching emphasizes that respect is earned through consistency, resilience, and personal integrity, not through seeking validation. Seneca expanded on this idea, associate only with those who will make you a better person. Welcome those whom you can improve. The process is mutual, for men learn while they teach. Influence is a natural byproduct of living in alignment with your principle. Why rejection often weakens social influence. Rejection can feel like a public failure. It challenges how we're perceived and can make us question our social value. But here's the truth about rejection psychology. Seeking approval weakens respect. Over-explaining or trying to win back influence makes you seem emotionally reactive. Overcompensating feels inauthentic. Acting against your nature to impress others erodes personal integrity. True influence comes from consistency. People respect those who remain steadfast in their values, especially during challenges. The Stoic approach is clear. Rejection isn't a loss of influence, but an opportunity to demonstrate character. A personal story of strengthening influence through rejection. Years ago, I faced a situation where a close colleague distanced themselves after a misunderstanding. My instinct was to seek reconciliation through constant explanation. But the more I tried to justify myself, the weaker my position felt. Turning to Marcus Aurelius's teachings, I asked, is my value determined by the opinions of others or my own actions? Instead of chasing approval, I focused on being consistent, continuing my work with integrity, staying calm, and letting my actions speak. Over time, the relationship repaired itself, not because of words, but because my steady character spoke for itself. How to strengthen your social influence using Stoic wisdom. To build lasting influence after rejection, consider these practical steps. 1. Lead by example. Influence begins with self-mastery. Focus on living your values rather than explaining them. 2. Embrace emotional mastery. Avoid emotional reactions when rejected. Epictetus taught, it's not what happens, but how you react that matters. 3. Cultivate consistency. True respect is built through consistent behavior over time. Keep showing up even when overlooked. 4. Practice selective association. Surround yourself with those who uplift and inspire growth. Seneca advised, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. 5. Offer value without seeking recognition. Influence is strongest when your contributions are genuine. Give knowledge, support, and encouragement freely. The personal benefits of strengthening your social influence. By mastering rejection psychology and living with Stoic influence, you will earn lasting respect. Influence rooted in integrity endures longer than words. Develop emotional strength. Rejection will no longer shake your confidence. Expand positive connections. Authentic influence attracts meaningful relationships. Inspire others through action. Your presence alone can elevate those around you. A final reflection from Marcus Aurelius. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. True influence isn't built by reacting to rejection. It's built by rising above it. Let your strength, wisdom, and unwavering principles be your legacy. If this message resonates, take a moment to reflect. Are you living in a way that inspires? Or are you still seeking approval where it doesn't belong? Hit the like button, subscribe for more Stoic teachings, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's build a community rooted in wisdom, respect, and personal growth. Stay strong, stay Stoic. Number 9, maintain composure. The Stoic way to master rejection psychology. When faced with rejection, it's easy to react emotionally. Anger, disappointment, or self-doubt often surface without warning. But true strength lies in mastering your response. The Stoics believe that maintaining composure, especially in challenging situations, is the ultimate expression of self-control and wisdom. Rejection is not a reflection of your worth, but an opportunity to demonstrate inner mastery. The Stoic foundation of composure. Composure, according to Stoic philosophy, is not about suppressing emotions but mastering them, allowing reason to guide your reactions rather than impulse. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This principle teaches that emotional control begins by acknowledging that while you cannot control rejection itself, you can control how you respond. Seneca added, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." When rejection occurs, it is often our interpretation of the event, not the event itself, that causes distress. Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. True composure comes from recognizing that rejection is a fleeting moment, but your response shapes your long-term character. Why rejection often disrupts composure. Rejection can feel overwhelming because it triggers ego protection, the fear of being seen as less than, emotional reactivity, acting impulsively to seek validation or express hurt, distorted perception, magnifying the rejection as a reflection of personal failure. But rejection psychology teaches that composure isn't about ignoring pain, it's about rising above it with emotional clarity. A personal story of maintaining composure. Years ago, I applied for a leadership role I deeply desired. When I wasn't selected, my initial reaction was frustration. The temptation to argue my case and prove my qualifications was strong, but then I recalled the wisdom of Epictetus. If someone speaks ill of you, do not defend yourself against his accusations, but reply, "You evidently do not know me, for you would not have spoken as you did if you had known me." Instead of reacting emotionally, I paused. I reflected on my performance and acknowledged areas where I could improve. Rather than seeking validation, I focused on self-betterment. Months later, my composure and consistent effort spoke louder than any words could have. How to maintain composure using Stoic wisdom. Mastering rejection. Psychology requires practical steps grounded in Stoic philosophy. 1. Pause before reacting, or allow yourself space between the rejection and your response. Take a deep breath. Emotional reactions fade with time. 2. Shift perspective, or ask, is this rejection truly a reflection of my value or just a moment? Remember Marcus Aurelius, choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. 3. Separate ego from reality. Understand that rejection doesn't define your worth. Focus on facts, not emotional assumptions. 4. Embrace silence as strength. Composure often means choosing not to engage emotionally. Epictetus advised, keep silence for the most part and speak only when necessary. 5. Reflect, don't react. Journaling or quiet reflection can transform pain into clarity. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? 6. Channel energy into self-improvement. Use rejection as a motivator to refine your skills and character. Let your actions, not your words, demonstrate growth. The personal benefits of mastering composure. By practicing emotional mastery through rejection psychology, you will gain emotional freedom, no longer controlled by external validation. Build self-respect, acting with dignity, regardless of others' opinions. Earn deeper respect. Composure in difficult moments commands admiration. Achieve inner peace. Emotional clarity reduces mental turmoil. Imagine facing rejection with unwavering calm, unshaken, grounded, and focused on your personal growth. That is the power of composure. A final reflection from Marcus Aurelius. You have been made stronger for this moment. Stand firm. Let nothing disturb your mind. Rejection will come, pain will test you, but your response is yours to control. When you choose composure, you rise above the noise. If you found value in this message, hit the like button, subscribe for more Stoic insights, and share your thoughts below. Let's build a community rooted in wisdom, resilience, and emotional mastery. Stay strong, stay Stoic. Number 10. Embrace the power of silence. The Stoic mastery of rejection psychology. Silence is often misunderstood. Some see it as passivity, but in truth, silence is a powerful response, an act of strength, wisdom, and self-control. When faced with rejection, the impulse to defend, justify, or react emotionally can feel overwhelming. But the Stoics teach us that true power lies not in words, but in restraint. Rejection psychology reveals that silence, when applied with intention, can become a profound tool for personal growth and emotional mastery. The Stoic wisdom behind silence. Silence is not avoidance. It's a conscious choice to protect your peace. Epictetus reminds us, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. This principle emphasizes that silence in the face of rejection is not weakness, but a sign of self-assurance. You do not owe everyone a defense of your worth. Marcus Aurelius further taught, you always have the power of choosing your response. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't be. Silence, in this sense, becomes a declaration of inner strength. You rise above the noise, proving that your self-worth is not dependent on external validation. Why silence feels uncomfortable after rejection. Rejection often stirs the need to defend ourselves, seeking to explain why we are deserving, seek closure, demanding answers from others, prove worth, attempting to win back approval. But rejection psychology reminds us that these reactions often stem from insecurity, not genuine self-confidence. True strength lies in the ability to remain calm, composed, and silent, trusting that your actions, not your words, will define your character. A personal story of choosing silence over reaction. Years ago, I experienced a painful rejection after presenting an idea I deeply believed in. Instead of support, I faced criticism and dismissal. My instinct was to argue, to defend my perspective forcefully, but I remembered the wisdom of Seneca. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. I chose silence, not out of defeat, but to let my work speak for itself. Weeks later, the same project I had quietly continued refining was recognized, without the need for a single word of defense. The lesson was profound. Silence carries power when backed by personal integrity. How to embrace silence using Stoic wisdom. Applying rejection psychology through the power of silence involves deliberate choices. Here's how. 1. Pause before reacting. Allow space between the rejection and your response. Silence creates clarity and emotional control. 2. Detach ego from the outcome. Or remind yourself, rejection is feedback, not a personal attack. Or reflect on Epictetus's wisdom. It's not what happens to you, but how you respond. 3. Practice active listening, or use silence to fully absorb feedback without reacting defensively. Silence reveals emotional maturity and self-restraint. 4. Let actions speak louder, or continue striving for excellence without seeking validation. Marcus Aurelius taught, waste no more time arguing, be what you claim to be. 5. Set boundaries with silence. Silence can also serve as a boundary when dealing with disrespect. Walking away from unnecessary conflict shows self-respect. The benefits of embracing silence in rejection psychology. By mastering the power of silence, you will preserve emotional energy, avoid unnecessary conflicts or emotional outbursts. Command respect. Silence often speaks louder than defensiveness. Enhance self-mastery. Emotional restraint builds personal strength. Cultivate inner peace. Silence allows space for reflection and growth. A final reflection from Marcus Aurelius. Do not waste words on those who will not hear. Instead, let your deeds reflect your truth. Silence is not surrender. It's the mark of a mind secure in its own strength. Rejection will come, but your silence, rooted in wisdom, will echo louder than words ever could. If you found value in this message, let your voice be heard. Like this video, subscribe for more Stoic insights and share your reflections below. Together, let's embrace the wisdom of ancient philosophy to live stronger, wiser lives. Stay calm, stay stoic. Number 11, stop seeking external approval. The Stoic path to true self-worth. Do you often find yourself seeking validation from others? It's natural to want recognition, but when our self-worth becomes tied to others' opinions, we surrender our inner power. The Stoics taught a profound truth. Your value is not determined by external praise, but by your own integrity and actions. Mastering rejection psychology means breaking free from this cycle of external approval and finding confidence in who you are, not how you're perceived. The Stoic wisdom behind self-worth. In Stoic philosophy, true self-worth comes from living in alignment with your principles, not from the opinions of others. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, do not waste time arguing what a good man should be one. Seneca expands on this. You have within you all you need to be happy, for true happiness is found in virtue, not validation. Stoicism teaches that external approval is fleeting. What truly matters is your character, your actions, and your inner peace. Epictetus emphasizes this self-mastery. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. This isn't about rejecting feedback, it's about not allowing external judgment to define your worth. Why seeking external approval feels so addictive. Rejection psychology reveals why we often crave external validation. Fear of rejection. We equate approval with belonging and rejection with failure. Ego protection. Praise temporarily boosts self-esteem, but it's fragile. Societal conditioning. From an early age, we're rewarded for external success, not internal growth. But constantly seeking approval gives others power over your emotions and self-worth. The Stoics believe the only validation that truly matters is your own conscience, your inner judge. A personal story of breaking free from approval seeking. Years ago, I found myself constantly seeking praise at work. I believed that my worth was measured by how much recognition I received, but when I didn't get the validation I craved, I felt invisible, like my efforts didn't matter. Turning to Stoic wisdom, I read Marcus Aurelius's words. It is not the applause of the crowd, but the quiet approval of your own soul that brings peace. I realized I had been measuring my value by external standards instead of focusing on my own growth. The moment I stopped chasing approval and started focusing on self-improvement, my confidence grew. I no longer needed validation to feel worthy. I knew I was enough. How to stop seeking external approval. Using Stoic wisdom. Here are practical ways to apply rejection psychology and reclaim your inner strength. 1. Define your own standards, clarify your values and let them guide your actions. Ask, am I living according to my principles or seeking praise? 2. Detach from opinions, remind yourself that praise and criticism are equally temporary. Epictetus advised, other people's opinions are not your concern. Focus on your own character. 3. Practice self-reflection. Journal about your actions and ask yourself if you stayed true to your values. Self-reflection builds lasting confidence rooted in personal integrity. 4. Focus on internal growth. Commit to personal improvement, not external success. Marcus Aurelius wrote, waste no more time on what others think. Focus on your own progress. 5. Limit social comparisons. Comparison fuels approval-seeking behavior. Focus on your unique journey rather than competing for attention. The benefits of letting go of external validation. By mastering rejection psychology and focusing inward, you will gain emotional freedom, no longer controlled by praise or criticism. Build unshakable confidence, rooted in your values, not others' opinions. Strengthen personal integrity, living authentically without the need for validation. Experience deeper peace. Approval will become irrelevant to your sense of self. Imagine the freedom of no longer needing permission to feel worthy, because your worth is already within you. A final reflection from Marcus Aurelius. The approval of others is a fickle thing. The only approval worth pursuing is the approval of your own conscience. You do not need the applause of the crowd to know your value. Let go of the need for validation. Stand firm in your principles. And remember, your self-worth is yours alone to define. If you found this message meaningful, hit the like button, subscribe for more timeless Stoic wisdom, and share your thoughts below. Together, let's break free from the need for approval and live with true self-confidence. Stay true, stay Stoic. Number 12. Show kindness with emotional boundaries. The Stoic approach to rejection psychology. True kindness is not about being passive or allowing others to take advantage of you. It's about offering respect and compassion while maintaining emotional strength. The Stoics teach that genuine kindness flows from personal integrity, not the need for approval. When faced with rejection or disrespect, showing kindness with emotional boundaries allows you to remain centered, dignified, and in control. Let's explore how to apply this powerful principle in your life. The Stoic philosophy of kindness with strength. In Stoicism, kindness is a virtue, an expression of wisdom, empathy, and self-control. But kindness, when misunderstood, can become a weakness if it lacks emotional boundaries. Seneca wrote, kindness must be genuine, not a strategy for approval. It should come from virtue, not expectation. Marcus Aurelius expanded on this, saying, be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. This reveals a powerful truth. Kindness is not about being a people-pleaser. It is about showing empathy while staying true to your values. Emotional boundaries prevent you from overextending yourself or becoming emotionally vulnerable to the reactions of others. Epictetus reminds us, no person has power over you unless you grant it. Choose what you allow to affect your peace. Why rejection challenges our emotional boundaries. Rejection psychology explains why rejection often leads us to lower our boundaries. Fear of losing connections. We may try to overcompensate with kindness to win people back. Seeking validation, offering excessive kindness as a way to feel valued. Avoiding conflict, saying yes when we mean no for fear of being disliked. But Stoicism teaches that kindness is most powerful when combined with self-respect. You can be compassionate without compromising your dignity. A personal story of kindness with boundaries. I once had a close friendship where I found myself constantly giving time, energy, and emotional support while receiving little in return. When I expressed my feelings, they dismissed them. The old version of me would have kept giving, hoping to be valued. But remembering the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, I chose a different path. Do not be ruled by the opinions of others. Do what is right, whether praised or criticized. I continued to be kind, but I limited how much energy I invested. I respected their space while protecting my own emotional well-being. The result, I felt more empowered, at peace, and true to myself, proving that kindness with boundaries strengthens, not weakens, personal integrity. How to show kindness with emotional boundaries, Stoic strategies. 1. Offer compassion without expectation. Be kind because it aligns with your values, not for approval. Ask yourself, am I being kind for the right reasons? 2. Set clear emotional boundaries. Or learn to say no without guilt. Remember Epictetus' wisdom: you cannot control the actions of others, only your own. 3. Avoid over-explaining yourself. Or when rejected or disrespected, avoid defending your worth excessively. Or let your actions speak louder than words. 4. Detach from the outcome. Or show kindness as a reflection of your character, not a tool for controlling others' reactions. Remind yourself, my peace is not tied to others' behavior. 5. Focus on self-respect. Protect your emotional energy by staying true to your principles. As Marcus Aurelius said, the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. The personal benefits of kindness with boundaries. By mastering rejection psychology and practicing kindness with emotional strength, you will maintain inner peace, no longer emotionally reactive to rejection. Earn respect. People admire those who balance empathy with strength. Protect your energy. Emotional boundaries prevent burnout and resentment. Strengthen self-worth. Your kindness becomes a reflection of integrity, not insecurity. Imagine offering kindness from a place of strength, not need. This is what the Stoics envisioned: compassion that flows from a heart secure in its own value. A final reflection from Marcus Aurelius: waste no more time on seeking approval. Be kind, be just, and let your actions speak. True kindness does not mean surrendering your emotional strength. It means acting with wisdom, courage, and compassion, while standing firm in your values. If this message inspired you, show your support by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing your reflections in the comments below. Let's build a community of strength, wisdom, and kindness together. Stay compassionate, stay stoic. Number 13, cultivate inner resilience, the Stoic mastery of rejection psychology. True strength is not avoiding challenges, but rising above them with wisdom and grace. Rejection psychology reveals that resilience isn't just about enduring hardship, it's about transforming setbacks into personal growth. The Stoics believe that inner strength is built not by avoiding pain, but by learning to control our response to it. Today, we'll explore how to cultivate resilience using timeless Stoic principles, so rejection no longer defines your worth, but strengthens your character. The Stoic philosophy of inner resilience. Resilience, according to Stoic philosophy, is the ability to remain calm, centered, and true to your principles despite adversity. It's not about suppressing emotions, but about mastering them. Marcus Aurelius taught, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Seneca reinforced this idea. Difficulties strengthen the mind, just as labor strengthens the body. The Stoics saw every challenge, including rejection, as an opportunity to build character. Resilience is not avoiding pain, but choosing how you respond to it. Why rejection feels so personal. Rejection psychology explains why rejection often feels so painful. Ego attachment. We tie our self-worth to others' approval. Fear of failure. Rejection can feel like proof of inadequacy. Loss of control. Being rejected can make us feel powerless. But as Epictetus wisely said, it's not what happens to you, but how you respond that matters. Rejection doesn't diminish your value, it tests your ability to stand firm in your principles. A personal story of resilience in the face of rejection. I once applied for a leadership role I had worked toward for years. When I wasn't selected, the sting of rejection was sharp. I felt overlooked and undervalued. But instead of dwelling on self-pity, I turned to the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius. You have been made stronger for this moment. Stand firm and let nothing disturb your mind. I reflected on my performance, identified areas for growth, and committed to self-improvement. A year later, I was offered a position of even greater responsibility, not because I sought validation, but because I had become stronger through rejection. This experience reinforced a key lesson. True resilience is built in moments of challenge. How to cultivate inner resilience using Stoic wisdom. Applying rejection psychology through Stoic principles can help you become emotionally stronger. 1. Reframe rejection as growth, or see rejection as feedback, not failure. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? 2. Control what you can, release the rest, or focus on your response, not the rejection itself. Marcus Aurelius wrote, you have power over your mind, not outside events. 3. Practice emotional detachment. Avoid taking rejection personally, or remind yourself rejection reflects the other person's perspective, not your worth. 4. Focus on your virtues, or let integrity, wisdom, and courage guide your actions. Ask, am I staying true to my values? 5. Strengthen your mental fortitude, or embrace discomfort as part of growth. O Seneca advised, the bravest sight in the world is to see a great man struggling with adversity. 6. Turn setbacks into motivation, or channel rejection into personal excellence, or let your actions, not words, prove your value. Purtus Core. The personal benefits of cultivating inner resilience. By mastering rejection psychology and embracing Stoic resilience, you will gain emotional freedom. Rejection will no longer control your emotions. Build stronger character. Facing challenges will refine your integrity. Develop unshakable confidence. Self-worth will stem from within, not external praise. Achieve greater peace. Focusing on what you can control will reduce stress. Imagine facing rejection with unwavering calm, unshaken, centered, and stronger than before. A final reflection from Marcus Aurelius. You have been made stronger for this moment. Stand firm. Let nothing disturb your mind. Resilience is not about avoiding pain, it's about mastering your response to it. Let every rejection be a lesson in strength. If this message resonated with you, support the channel by liking this video, subscribing for more Stoic insights, and sharing your thoughts in the comments. Let's build a community committed to wisdom, resilience, and personal growth. Stay strong, stay Stoic. We've explored the profound insights of rejection psychology through the lens of Stoic philosophy. You've learned that rejection is not a reflection of your worth, but an opportunity, an invitation to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus remind us that true strength lies not in avoiding challenges, but in mastering our response to them. You now have the tools to face rejection with dignity. Reframe rejection as growth. Control your response, not the outcome. Set emotional boundaries while showing kindness. Anchor your self-worth in virtue, not validation. Remember, resilience is built in moments of discomfort. Every no you face can be a stepping stone to personal mastery. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not external events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The challenge now lies in practice. Let these principles shape your life, not just as ideas, but as actions. Start small. Apply these lessons today. Let rejection refine you, not define you. If this message has inspired you, support our journey together. Hit the like button, subscribe for more timeless Stoic teachings. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your voice matters. Let's continue cultivating wisdom, resilience, and strength together. Stay strong. Stay Stoic.